Alright, on this one we were given a real-life scenario. We were going to purchase a new vehicle. In this case it's a Honda Pilot. And we want to try to develop an equation in slope-intercept form of the value of this car, what it's doing. So we have to remember what slope-intercept form is first. And if we remember right, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So the key components that we're looking for here is our m and our b. M represents our slope, b represents our y-intercept. Okay, so we have to remember that the formula for slope here, let's write that down, is m is equal to y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. Well, the difference is, in this particular scenario, we don't really have any given ordered pairs. We've got all of this data right here, which is kind of a chart, but we don't have ordered pairs. But this is just like an XY table. You'll see the X and Y here. So we can create our points off to the side here. For instance, on this first one, this is the same thing as point 2, comma, 29702. And we can go through and do that for each one of the points. We can pick any other point and it will work just fine. It will give us the same one. This is a linear relationship. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this one just for fun. This is our 10, comma, 11302. But again, I could have picked I could have chosen any of the other points. Now we need to label these. This one will be my x1, y1. This one will be my x2, y2. Now that I have all these labeled, all I need to really do is plug them into my equation. So this is my equation. M equals, and then y2 is 11302 minus y1 is 29702. Kind of a bad O, but we're going to go with it for a moment. And then x2 is 10 minus 2. Okay, so we have to perform the calculation here. M equals 11302 minus 29702 is negative 18,400 divided by 10 minus 2 is 8. So then we go negative 18,400 divided by 8. Plug that into our calculator. M equals negative 2,300. Okay, now that we have that, we're going to take that information. I've got my M now. I'm going to work to find my B. So we'll plug that in right over here. So my original equation is y equals mx plus b. I know that y equals, I know my m, it's negative 2,300, negative 2,300 x plus b. Okay, now for my, I'm going to take these points, and again I can choose any point here, and I can plug it in for x and for y. We know our x's are over here and our y's are over here. As long as it's a corresponding point, we'll be okay. So I'm going to choose one. We might as well choose this last one just for fun. My y value is 6702. I'm going to plug that in right there. So this will be 6702 is equal to negative 2,300. And then instead of writing x, my x is 12. So I'm going to plug in 12 there, plus b. Okay, now I've got to do a little calculation. I've got negative 2,300 times 12. And I encourage you to use your calculator on this. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's going to give me 6702 is equal to negative 27,600 plus b. Again, I'm trying to isolate b, so I'm going to get b all by itself. So I add 27,600 to both sides. So we've got 6702 plus 27,600. That gives us 34,302 is equal to b. Okay, well now here's my slope-intercept form up here, y equals mx plus b. I know my m and I know my b. Now I just have to really write this out. So that leaves me with y equals negative 2,300 x plus $34,302. Okay, and that right there is my answer on this particular one. Let's talk just for a moment on what this really means. 34,302. Well, X means the number of years that we've owned it. My y-intercept, my vertical intercept in this case, is if X were to equal 0. So that would be 0 years that I've owned it, so it would be brand new. So when it was brand new, it cost $34,302. Now, the negative 2300 represents the value and decrease every year. So the Honda Pilot is decreasing in value by $2,300 every single year of ownership. And that will pretty much take care of it.